This is Jonathan Agioff here for Pro Boxing Fans. Delighted to be joined by the Albanian king, Florian Marku. How are you, sir?
Hey there. Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you getting on? How's things going with you? You're training with Don Charles at the moment.
Yes, I have 1 year that I'm training with Don Charles, and I'm very happy with it.
Brilliant. Before we start with any boxing fights that you're going to be involved in, your returns in November. How did you get into boxing, first of all?
My trainer from Greece, it was always a boxer. Always our basics was a boxing, but hopefully in Greece back then didn't have a boxing professional or amateurs, was not really famous, and I started with kickboxing, but always was my dream to become a professional boxer and to box. I think I'm better on this, and like this I I I arrive at boxing. I had operation after many fights, kickboxing, and after I go to MMA, I had operation in my left hand, and this pulled me out from MMA, and I start boxing.
Okay, so you did kickboxing, then MMA, then boxing.
Yeah, yeah. I
Okay.
had many I had many fights in kickboxing, like 100 something, and I had only 4 losses. In MMA, I had 7-0. I never lost. But this operation, I made 2 times operation in my hand, and I couldn't grab anymore and wrestling. And I say, fuck it, we go on.
What do you find the most technical out of the three?
Boxing, boxing, with difference. You know, in the other sports, you can take your time. We say in the kickboxing, you can push your opponent. You have your kick, the legs. You know, you can keep him in distance if you want to not get in the fight. You know, it's completely different. In MMA, not me, other fighters that they are good in wrestling, they can keep you down and to not take a risk at all. You know, and they lose or they win this way. But in the boxing, you must fight, and
Yeah.
it's different.
Who did you used to watch? Were you a boxing fan growing up?
Sorry, I'm sorry. Somebody called me.
Were you a boxing fan growing up?
Yeah, I like very much Roy Jones, Sugar Ray Robinson, the yes, Roberto Duran, the old ones, Muhammad Ali, of course.
Mm, some
These
good
guys.
names there.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go on to you. You're returning November 10th
Yes.
on the Boxer card. Um,
Yes.
Talk to me about your return. Been a while since you've been in the ring like everyone. Yeah, how are you feeling ahead of your return?
I'm very happy. I'm very happy because a lot of things happened in this 1 year. My last fight was in 13 December in Ultimate Boxer,
Mm.
and after this pause, you know, not only for me but for all world, all world changed. Everything changed. Our everyday change. You know. Also, we and our mind now change. You know, sports, everything is different now. But thanks God, I have the chance now to fight, and we have a lot of fights coming up, and I'm happy with it.
Any idea who your opponent's going to be?
No yet, no yet. We had three opponents pull out with a good records. One guy had a title. He have like a south area. I don't want to mention names. He has south area title, and she pulled out. But no problem, no problem. I know the guys with the big records. They doesn't play it all in with me because they know they will lose. They keep their record till they go in one moment, and then they lose it with someone else because here in England a lot of people have 10, 11, 12, but after the 12, 13 fights, then the big fights are coming, then all of them they lose. Few of them stay undefeated.
Now, with this fight, it's going to be probably one of the first times you won't have your massive support behind you. How are you going to deal with that?
To tell you the truth, for me is the same. I fight with crowd or without crowd. I have the same feeling. I want to knock out my opponent, but of course it's different when you have your people in the crowd and they are screaming your name. You know, I feel inside there when I have my people screaming for me like a gladiator. You know, I feel this is what I'm doing this for. This is our adrenaline that boxing give to the fighters, and this is what we know. But it's okay. I know everyone will watch me from home and from the television, and it's the same.
Just give us an idea of how you became so popular in Albania. Are you one of the most famous people there?
I can't say this, but yes, a lot of Albanians know me because here in UK they doesn't really know my life, how I have been, how I come till here. But I had many fights. I had 110 fights in kickboxing. I lost only 4 times.
Yeah.
I win many titles, world title, and this stuff. I beat many top guys back then in the K1 when the K1 was, because in the kickboxing before was big name. I beat the top names that it was in my kilos, and I was really popular in Europe. In Europe, a lot of people know me, but in UK is something different. They watch a lot of boxing, UFC, boxing only this. And now is the chance to prove it. But they will know me. You will see with the time. After 1 year, we will talk again together, and you say you have right. Now the things change. I hopefully we get some good fights with top names like Conor Benn, Ohara, these guys, Josh Kelly, Chris Congo. I don't care who they are because I'm watching boxing every day. I don't care who they are. If they are in my weight, I want to fight them because I didn't come to boxing to avoid people. I want to beat the best, to take their places.
All right, let's come on to a few of those names you mentioned. I want to start with Ohara Davies. Now, a few months ago, there was some talk of a sparring session. You had a bit of a back and forth. What's the feeling towards Ohara Davies at this point? It's been a few months. He's won the golden contract. What's your feeling towards Ohara Davies?
Before we say whatever, I will say to you something and to all the fans that maybe they will watch this. Ohara Davies will never fight me, never in his life, because he know me how I am in the sparring, and he knows how I was in fight. No chance that he will fight with me. He can give them how much money he wants. He will never fight me because he knows he will lose. Ohara for me is not a man. Is very simple. The people who know him, they know what I'm talking about. Before I met him, I see a lot of things. He was going to the other gyms. He was bullying people, talking bad about them. With this Tyron McKenna and making like films, movies. Like push them, make them like. Where I come from, we don't do these things. If you do these things to us, to me, you have to fight. We are not people that you can I push you, fuck you. No, if you say fuck you, come and try it. You understand? But and the first sparring that we did with Ohara, you can ask Ohara. Everyone was there. The first sparring, she came late, but okay. I say hello, how are you? Nothing else. We step in the ring. I was handing him for 3-4 rounds. He was running. After the fourth round, after the third round, he told me, because I was beating him bad, he told me about Conor Benn. He said, because he knew that me and Conor Benn will start this thing, and he said, Conor Benn will beat you. I'm saying, I'm gonna fuck you and Conor Benn. When we was fighting, when we were sparring, and he stopped the sparring. He said, no, I don't spar with you anymore. He said, what are you talking about? We have 2 more rounds to do. We had 6 to do this day. No, he said, you are bullying me. I swear. He said, you are bullying me. I say, me? You start talking, and me, okay, I start talking also. No, he said, please hug me. We are friends. I say, coach, what he is saying? Please. He said, yes, let's finish this. I say, okay, let's hug you. I hug him. We start again the sparring. We finish the sparring. We give hands. Everything what done. She come at the second sparring. Everything was quiet. In the third week, because we make 3 weeks at the row. At the third week, I was really, really in shape. I was rested and I was ready for the sparring. And I started the sparring really hard. He was running. He was running. He did some good hits. You can see his interviews before what happened, what say about me. He said that never Florian, nobody hits harder than him. But after she get punched, she changed the things because he's like this, like a girl. And when we make the third sparring, he was running. And in the third round, I was beating him really bad. Everyone saw it because it was like 25 people inside there was watching us. When the bell rings, because he was nervous, you understand, he was humiliated in front of his people because Ohara many fights, and he thinks he's a popular guy, but for me he's nobody. For me, I am the one. I don't care who the other one, the champions and these things here in UK. And he hit me. The bell rings and he hit me. Bam! I see him and I hit him back after the bell. And I wait. I put my hands down and I wait for him. What she will do? She will hit again. Because if she hit again, she want to fight. You understand? I give him one. She give me one. I give him one, and I wait. And he hit me again. He make me this shitty jab that he make always, like this. And after, I punched him 3-4 times. He fall down, and their team didn't go to separate us. My team separate me from him because he was down and he was like crying. Oh. After they pull us apart. I keep going my training because I had this day we had to do 8 rounds. I had 5 more rounds to do, and I started the bag. When I was making the bag work, I was hearing him. He go live to the fans, live from his Instagram, and was talking about Florian. Look what he did to me. Blood in my nose, blood in the mouth. We are in a boxing. How you are so stupid, man. Of course you will fight. Okay, happen. I didn't want to mention nothing about this because these things happen every day. We fight with people every day. No fight, but sometimes the sparring get a little bit more nervous after we give hands, man, everything all right. And she make it really big. I never gave interview. When I go home, I see my manager told me, oh, Ohara have put this and this. I go to see his interview, and he was putting his finger to his nose and look like Florian made me. I beat him so bad, and this is, but without meeting him again in the ring, he can talk and I can talk how much we want. The crowd will believe what they want. Me, I don't care. I'm not from these guys. Who knows me knows me good. When the time comes and we are each other, then they will see. But Ohara knows me very good and knows what happened.
So there's no truth to what he said, that because I believe he said that you need him in the spar.
No, never. How I can do this? Never.
So do you see yourself and Ohara meeting down the line for a fight?
In the next year, before he lost, I will accept to fight him. But after 1 year, when the things change with me, I will never accept fighting him because maybe he will want me to fight after when I get some titles and I became a little bit more bigger here in UK. For sure, he will want after to fight me because he will have something to win. You understand? Because Ohara will lose from a lot of opponents, and nobody cares about Ohara with this game that he have. He throw only 50 jab in a 12 rounds, in 10 rounds. Who cares about Ohara? It's not entertaining. The people know when I go in the ring, I go to knock somebody out. I hope this fight happen. I fight wherever they want me with him. I don't care. I will love to fight him. And I know I will make a big favor to all the UK fans. I swear. That's why I want very much to fight him. I hope they can make this fight. But everything will be.
What would happen if you fought Ohara Davies, do you think?
I will knock him out. I gave him so many good punches that he knows he was shaking, you know, he knows. And with big gloves and with head guard and all these things, he knows what happened and he knows what will happen if we fight.
Yeah, you mentioned Conor Benn before. You've been linked with him as well. He just got a fight date announced against Sebastian Formea. What do you make of that fight, Florian?
I like this fight. He's a good fight for him, really, because I say the things straight how they are, you know. I don't care. He's a good fight for him. I don't think this Sebastian is a really strong fighter, a knockout fighter, but he is a really experienced fighter because he fought also this Sean Porter
Yeah.
12 rounds. I think, I hope Conor Benn win. I hope Conor Benn win because it will be better also for me and for our fight. I don't know, it's a really good fight, this.
Yeah, as you mentioned, he did go the distance with Sean Porter. Um,
Mhm.
so how did this start with Conor Benn? You wanting to fight Conor Benn?
I don't think he's so good like they talking they made him. You understand? Everything what he have from his father. All because you saw also with this Cedric Peynaud, what is his name?
Right.
This guy now have 9 wins, 9 losses. This guy something close. I don't know exactly, but if you see his record, the opponent and Conor to this fight, the first fight he lost. You know, everybody knows this. But yeah, what you can do, you know, when you have good connections, you don't lose really easy.
I believe I saw an interview where he said that no one knows who Florian Marku is in the UK. Do you do you believe that, or do you think you possibly meet sort of further down the line?
I think now, with the time that have passed, many guys know me. Who who is watching boxing on this time in UK? They know me because they have heard about, first of all, with the tickets that I have sold in my fights. Nobody have sold so many tickets. And the second one, with all the stories from my sparrings with Ohara and what I want. Because I tell the truth, I can build my record very easy till 12, but I want big fights. I want Conor, Ohara, and all these guys.
Mm. I mean, you versus Conor Benn, he's got the British support, you have the Albanian support, and you're building your British profile as well. That's surely got to happen with the crowd eventually.
It will be 100% with the crowd, I think, yeah, because trust me, the Albanians will sell out the O2. Only Albanians, I don't know. And one other O2, the British, when this fight happen, but will happen. Hopefully, Conor Benn keep his unbeaten record.
Would you be confident going into that fight? Have you been watching Conor Benn, studying him at the moment?
No, I don't see nobody like a threat to me when I'm inside in the ring. I have fight my last 3 fights with my hand broken, and my team and my guys know I didn't want to take a break to operate my hand. My last 2 fights, you can see that I was fighting more with my left hand, with jab. You can see also my last fight, I was changing to southpaw, orthodox only to not hit my right. But now everything is, my right is perfect. And you will see, because to talk, a lot of people talk. The point is to prove what you talk. And the people will start seeing what I'm talking about in these next fights, if I can do damage or not.
Um, what's your message to the fans that's going to be tuning in on November 10th? Looking forward to seeing the Albanian King back.
thank I want to thank them a lot for their support. The British, all the British that because I'm getting many messages also from the British people here, and I want to thank also the Albanians, and of course I will give them spectacle, and I will give them a beautiful knockout, hopefully with the help of God.
And what about your manager, Sam Jones, giving you these opportunities? Um, he's got other fighters as well, like Joe Joyce, etc. Yeah, just a word on Sam Jones and the opportunities he's given you.
Yes, listen, when I came in London, the top the top promoters, they wanted to sign me. The top, who is here, the top promoter, they wanted to sign me because, first of all, I have sold many tickets, and of course every promoter wants someone to sell tickets. But Sam and Adam Morales, Sam Jones and Adam Morales, for me are like a good friends. You know, we have other relationship, and I'm very happy that I signed with them, and they are my management team because they are looking to me like something special. They are not looking to me like we have 1,000 fighters and okay, you are saying like that, and that is important for me because me, I put my life on the line to be the best. You understand? I don't work. I train all day, and this is my life. This is my dream.
What about your managerial stablemate? I guess Joe Joyce. He's fighting Daniel Dubois in a few weeks' time in November. What's your thoughts on that fight, Florian?
Dubois is a really strong, really strong. I think he put some weight right now. I think for sure he have put. I have never seen him face to face, but I think he put for sure 8-9 kilos, 5-6 kilos, and I think he will lose his power after 2-3 rounds with Joe Joyce. Joe Joyce, he doesn't stop now. He's unbelievable for a heavyweight. Congratulations, he is unbelievable. He can throw 200 punches in a round, and he never get tired. And I think Dubois have his chances only in the first 2 rounds. After this, no, he will lose the game. And of course, I'm with Joe Joyce.
One fight I wanted to ask you in your division that might happen is Terence Crawford and Kell Brook for the WBO title. What do you think of that?
Terence Crawford, I think.
Do you think?
I think Terence Crawford. Yeah, Kell Brook. I think with these things, what happened with the eye and this, you know, he changed a little bit. He changed a little bit like a fighter. Before he was unbelievable, but of course the years are going and many injuries. You know, I hope Kell Brook win, but Terence is more prepared. I think we see.
And lastly, Florian, the whole boxing world has been talking in the last few days about the situation with Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. Doesn't look like that third fight's going to happen. Looks like Tyson Fury's fighting in December in the UK. What have you made of the whole situation? Are you surprised?
And if they fight third fight, Fury will win because Fury have something that the other fighters doesn't have. He give everything that he have inside in the ring. I can feel it and I can see it because I have this mindset. I don't care about whatever happens. Better I get knocked out than lose with points. And Tyson is the type of guy that doesn't care how strong you are and who you are. And Deontay know this. That's why it was different, Deontay, and he was at the back foot. We first time we see Deontay in the back foot. You know, in a long time, he was so strong. And Tyson, because Tyson Fury have a lot of heart, and I think again he will win. But I don't know if this fight will happen. I want to see Tyson with Joshua. This is the fight that I want to see.
Who wins that fight for you?
I don't know. I cannot say.
All right, well, Florian, I really appreciate you coming on this late in the day. Best of luck with the final few weeks. November 10th, tune in for the return of Florian Marku on the Boxer card. Last word for you, Florian. What do you want to say to everyone watching?
Nothing. The time will talk. The time is precious, and I will show myself. The fans want or doesn't want, they will hear me. Hello to everybody, and we hear us again, my friend.
The 7th fight.
Yep, my 7th fight, exactly.
Brilliant. Florian, thanks very much for coming on. Wish you all the best, and hopefully we'll catch up again.